Creating protocols with Jewel database software. Jewel database software allows users to create protocols quickly and easily based on symptoms. There's a three-step method. Copy the name, click on the head, and create the protocol. This video will demonstrate how this is done. First, let's take a look at a brain map. We're noticing this is the QEEGPro database. We see a client that has attention deficit disorder, so we're going to choose that symptom, and we can see the frontal lobe theta, very common with attention deficit disorder. And we'll go to Jewel's database. Jewel's database also shows frontal lobe theta. And additionally, Jewel allows you to search for the site with the highest z-score within a symptom. That's 4 sites with the slider, 3, until finally we see the hottest site, the site that has the highest z-score. And now we'll go back to the 6 hottest sites. So now it's time to make a protocol. So we're going to go to the Protocol tab, create Jewel protocols. First, we'll create a Jewel protocol in amplitude, and we'll notice that we have 4 suggested protocols in rank order. And we don't want to see FP1 and FP2 on the list because we don't want to train with eyes open FP1, FP2. So we're simply going to disable that and remove protocols with FP2 and FP1 from the list. And now we'll choose the most likely protocol, which is on the top of the list, and we're simply going to check it. So we'll check that protocol, and now we'll go to 4-channel Jewel Z-score training. And notice on the top of the list we have F3, F4, FC, CZ, very appropriate. And now we're going to create protocols. Those are the 2 protocols we just created for BrainAvatar. But we'd like to create some protocols for QEEGPro based on that database. So now I'll click on QEEGPro so we can see the maps, and then the Protocol tab, create QEEGPro protocols. And now we have 4-channel Z-score training. And again, the one that's on top of the list is F3, F4, FC, CZ. But how about training subcortically? We can click on the mini LLP, which only needs 6 sites to train subcortically. And we have options of training in the anterior cingulate, the precuneus, as well as the posterior cingulate. And we're going to choose the posterior cingulate because we're already training the anterior portion of the brain with surface. And now we'll create protocols. Now, what is the simple method that we use to create a protocol? Very simple. We click on the words or the name of the protocol right there. That's the description. And we click again, make it dark blue and copy it. And then we click and make it white, and we double click on the head. Create a new study from these protocols. All right. And now we put in the client's name. And then we paste, right click paste. And then click OK. Create with current settings, put in the client's age, gender, and eyes condition, use settings and close. And we are finished. We just created a 4-channel Z-score training based on the map. Now let's create the subcortical training. Click, click, make it dark blue, copy it, double click on the head. Remember, it was very important that we closed Avatar when we do this because we don't want Avatar open twice. Put in the client's name, DT, and then we copy and pasted the name right there. Create with current settings, put the age in, and then use settings and close. And again, it's all created. Now watch, notice what it shows. There are the surface heads. And now we'll go to the posterior cingulate. That's what we're training along with 6 surface sites. And then when we're done observing it, we're going to close Avatar, which we have to do each time. Now let's create our Jewel protocols. And so first we will create the bipolar montage, and we'll copy it and double click on the head, create with current settings, and put in the name DT. So we're creating a new study. We pasted it in, create with current settings, put in the age, and now eyes condition, use settings, and close. And there's a simple 3-filter design, just like beta SMR training, but it fits the client. And now let's look at Jewel Z-scores. Jewel Z-scores are locked into eyes open and eyes closed. We can't change that on the fly. They're not like QEEGPros. Double click on the head, and once we double click on the head, create a new study from these settings. And now we put in the name, and we paste, click OK, create with current settings, and now change the age. And then remember, we cannot change the eyes condition. This is an eyes closed training, and we cannot change it to eyes open unless we go back to Jewel. So we use settings and close. But there's more. We can also create a protocol from the knowledge base. Right now, the knowledge base has 12 symptoms, and it includes about a suite of about 100 protocols. So we're choosing one of the symptoms. Of course, we'll choose ADHD, slowing type. And now we have a description of ADHD, and we have notes about ADHD that for the clinician to read. And now we'll choose a protocol on the list. I chose one that I think fits this client, and now I'll click Create Protocol. And again, it's the same thing. You click on the protocol description and make it dark blue. So first you click on it, and then you pause and click again, and then right-click Copy, and then click in the white area when you're done with that, and now double-click on the head. Create a study from these settings, and now we put in the name, space, and then we right-click and paste, and we put in the protocol description, create with current settings, put in the client's name, and now we are all set, ready to go. So with Jewel database software, you can create protocols from QEEGPro, from the brain map that we achieved. You can create protocols from Jewel's database, and you can create protocols from the knowledge base. There's QEEGPro, there's Jewel, and then of course there's the knowledge base. If you're interested in making protocols the easy way, consider now to subscribe to Jewel database software.